In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Jayson Tatum and why he is such a scary player to try and defend. If you're a player in the same position as Jayson Tatum, this is definitely a video that is going to help you score more points. Let's get down. Let's check out Jayson Tatum. Okay, so in this first clip, it's how he uses screens. He's able to use this dribble handoff, and considering what his defender just did, that allowed him to get that shot. So first he passes over to Tice, and then he uses him as a dribble handoff. He notices that his defender, Kyrie Irving, is going underneath that screen, in which case, because he's keeping his head up, he's got the court vision to be able to see what Kyrie Irving is doing, and Tice is a smart defender, or a screener I should say, that allowed him to be able to re-screen on the other side so that Jayson Tatum can pull up for a mid-range or a three-point shot. Now, why is this so important? Well, if your defender goes underneath the screen, you need to either pull for the shot or use that screen once again. That will allow you to get a lot of distance between you and your defender so that you can pull up for that shot. Coming off of the screen, he gets switched onto Kyrie Irving, and what Jayson Tatum is able to do here is extremely amazing, and we should all really look to do what he did there, and that was to get lateral on his handles. He did make that shot, by the way. So there's many different ways that you can break a defender, and first off, this is one of the ways. You can get really lateral on your handles. You can move side to side. Here he did a quick hop over towards that right side, and then he attacked the top foot of Kyrie Irving so that he could attack Kyrie Irving and get to the basket. Now there is a massive height difference between these two players. We can see that right here. However, when Jayson Tatum went for this cross, watch his shoulders. He got his shoulders below the shoulders of Kyrie Irving. This is definitely something that we should all strive to do. And then when he attacked the basket, he was actively looking to try to get his shoulder in front of the shoulders of Kyrie Irving. This allowed him to get that angle right there so that now he can go up for that shot. This gives him the angle to get to that basket. If you were a shorter player, you could get even more of an angle on Kyrie Irving to try to really angle your body in front of his so that you could get in position so that he has no way of blocking your shot. Now he does this once again here, however he uses a slight hesitation to be able to get his defenders onto his heels, but now he's getting his shoulder in front of the shoulder again of his defender, and he's getting a help side defender come out to try to play him. What he does next is very important. When he goes between those two players, he takes a very long step. He gathers first, that's his first step. His second step is between those players, but when he's going between those players, watch what he does with the ball. He gets both hands on it, extends that ball past those two players, and that second step being the longest to get past those players. He knows that Kevin Durant's momentum is not going to take him that way. He knows he has the angle on this main defender, which then means if he just takes a long step between them, he can get an easy layup. So many players are afraid of being an aggressive attacker. This, in my opinion, is aggressive even though he's not making all that much contact. He's getting the angle on that first defender. He understands what he needs to do on the second defender, which is just one long step past him, getting two hands on the ball, extending that ball out so that it cannot be stripped, and then going for that layup. Also, you cannot be afraid of jacking the three. Even if you're early in the shot clock, it doesn't matter what people may think of you who are on your team. This doesn't matter all that much if you have the space to be able to go up for that shot. So here he's walking into his shot. He's already scanning the court at this time. He could look to get that pass into the low post, even though there's a little bit of a mismatch there, or he could swing that ball easily, but because his defender is playing on his heels, he's not playing him tight. Look at this, on his heels. He could easily drive past him, but then he's got three defenders to deal with. So if you see a defender who's giving you distance, even at the point, even early in the shot clock, don't be afraid to pull up for your three. Be aggressive on offense. Look to score. If this defender next time comes out to try to defend you, he's now, because you just hit a three on him and he wasn't playing defense at all, he's going to want to play tighter, which then gives you the ability to drive past him much easier. Here we have a defender who's trying to close out to Jayson Tatum. He goes and passes that ball, but after he passes that ball, what does he do? He's moving off ball. Always try to find that open spot. There's nobody there who's able to really guard him because look, there's nobody around him. Kyrie Irving gave up on that play, and that just basically gave Jayson Tatum the ability to check the wind and then go for the shot eventually. Nobody was closing out. Even this guy wasn't even closing out. After you make that pass, find an open spot, you may just be wide open. And on this last clip is just the absolute amazing handles that Jayson Tatum has. His ability to get past defenders is amazing. However, what he does here is actually something that you could technically practice. And what I mean by that is not having the ability to want to go out and just absolutely destroy players with your handles like this, because you're going to get your coach, if you're doing this all the time, your coach is going to be a little bit mad because, of course, that is, in my opinion, most coaches will say that's out of control. However, being able to handle that ball is in all of our control and our abilities. If you can really work on trying to get your ability to handle the ball close to the ground, two ball dribbling that is super low to the ground, things like that, you're not going to have to worry about losing your handle because it's just always going to be there. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player, especially if you're a player very similar to Jayson Tatum. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.